And hello fellow Taker Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today I bring you a couple of games in the Chieftain. These are two very exciting, very good games that I had to fight hard for my damage in both of those games, and partly the topic for this video is how RNG can help you and how RNG can screw you over. And you'll see what happens here in both of these games. In certain cases RNG was great and helped me with my Churchill guided missiles. But you know, every once in a while it screwed me. And the thing about this gun in the Chieftain, it's such a hit and miss gun. I mean, sometimes it can work really well, but then it can screw you over really well also every once in a while. I don't know, maybe it's me and guns, guys. I don't know, I can't figure this out. Although this game is not on my account. This game is from a while back. Actually, both games are from a while back when I was playing on Zippy's account. Look at that shot. That's RNG. That's RNG. Like on the move like this, hitting the guy's bottom plate. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, so these games again are from Zippy Mamo's account when I was grinding for the machine. But I thought I would, because I haven't played Chieftain in a while, I thought I would post these games because both of these games are crazy slagfests and they're both really exciting. So as you can see, this position on Live Oaks is absolutely fantastic for Chieftain. If you actually can get into this position fast, like myself and this Cranvan on my right hand side, we can deal a lot of damage here. The only problem is the opposition has a lot of tanks that have good strong turret armors. So I'm gonna have to end up shooting their weak spots for most of the time, and it's not going to be easy, so I'll be missing a lot of shots. I switched to you know, premium rounds here as well to get a little bit of extra penetration. And on this Chieftain here, I'm testing different things. I'm trying to see if I can hit him in the different areas of the turret to see if I can pen him, but I can. So we're gonna have to try to resort to the weak spot, which is the cupola, and right there, that shot didn't go in, but we're going to continue doing that. Let's see if we can put a shell into this T110E5. Yes, we can. And yeah, RNG is going to help us here a lot with some of these shots. We see this Russian heavy approaching here. We're going to put a shell into his bottom plate, and that's all we're going to do. We're going to poke out with our strong turret armor, and we're going to try to get whatever the opposition gives us, whatever shots we have, we're going to try to put into them. Can't really do much more, just hold your position and take whatever is available, right? At the same time, I'm paying attention to my right hand side, because it looks like these tanks on the right hand side made their way all the way around, and there is a T-57 heavy there, so last thing I want to do is get hit by T-57. He's putting shells to Cranvan right now. Unfortunately, the guys that are sitting in the back, they're not supporting us well, because they should be taking advantage and getting some damage on this machine here and on the T-57 that are currently focusing the Cranvan. So yeah, these guys at K5, yeah, they should be the ones that, you know, cover us from that side of the field. Anyway, we're gonna climb up here. We're gonna continue looking for shots at the weak spots of whoever's poking over the ridge. Yes, we put one into the Chieftain. Now we're gonna concentrate on the E5, but he's playing it smart now because he's at almost no health, so he's hiding. Put another shell into the Chieftain right there, into his cupola. So RNG is working with us. Until this point in time, it's been absolutely great, and I was thinking to myself, man, this is going to be an awesome game. RNG is working great, you know, the shots are going in, the gun is working pretty much, should be good. We still have a reasonably close game. As you can see, we're having quite a bit of a slugfest here on this side of the map. So here, I'm going to try to put another shell into this T110E5. But then I realized that, you know, he's playing it really well right now. He's hiding the cupola a little bit, and he's sloping it to the point that I can't really pen him. So I switched to my hash rounds, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to hash him to death right here. That was the idea anyway. Let's see if I can hit that shot. Narrow shot, but it misses. He gets taken out anyway. So we can switch attention to another customer here. Our Cranvan is moving forward now, and he's making a good move there because there's no one in a dip. And he can use his gun depression, minus 12 degrees of gun depression, to engage these guys. And I'm going to try to support them from this side here. And as you can see, this IS-4, we still have HESH shell loaded, so we shoot that one. Now we switch to APCR rounds, the premium APCRs, because It's hard to pen IS-4 as it is, especially from this angle. It's going to be difficult, but we put one shell into his top plate right there. We ammo rack him at the same time, and we're going to try to do the same thing. We're going to come up. I'm going to try to put a shell into this Chieftain. I should have aimed that one lower. Should have went into his track right there instead of side of his turret. That would have taken him out of the game. Here we're going to try to break his gun. Yes, we do break his gun. So he's completely screwed now. Well, he gets rammed anyway, and we clear up this side of the map. So yeah, that was quite a slugfest here. I mean, this was really hard damage to get. You know, 2.7k damage, but felt like, you know, I had to work really hard in order to get that damage. But we're gonna move forward now because we know we're gonna get flanked on this side because we completely neglected the other side of the map. And Live Oak is one of those maps that you can actually neglect the city, and if you can take care of this end, you should be able to defend just like that. So we see this Chieftain crossing. We're gonna start putting shells into him. Easy shots right here. All I gotta do is make sure I aim those shots well. We track him at the same time. There we get some tracking damage as well. Gonna try to put one more shell into him. Yes, we do. And that's why you don't want to cross this open map right there. If you play, you know, the 1 and 2 lane, that's the problem, because you have to cross right into that open area, right? So at this point in time, the only way we could lose is to get capped. We have pretty much all of our tanks here. So it looks like our Cranvan is falling back. So I'm deciding to do the same thing. At the same time, I'm saying good game because it looks like the team is playing well. They're responding well to the situation and what's happening on the map. So at this point in time, I see all of the enemy tanks are accounted for. I see the tank destroyer at C0. All of their heavy tanks are pretty much on 1-2 lane. And I noticed their light tank is also at J4, which allows me to go in the middle of the map. I know it's a dangerous play, but because all of their tanks are accounted for, there is pretty much no one in the middle. So I can freely come up to this location here and get some damage on these guys. So first thought, I thought I wanted to juice this IS-7, but then I'm not going to be able to get my gun down here from this depression right here. But there's a wreck of a tank right in front of him, so I decided to focus my fire on these guys that are crossing here. So I put a shell into the Chieftain over there. Now, take a look at this. This is going to be crazy. I'm going to slow it down for you guys so you see what is going on. So I'm going to put a shell into this Chieftain, right? I get hit and ammo racked at the same time. So Chieftain hits me, ammo racks me. At the same time, IS-7 pokes from behind the wreck, and he can barely see my turret. I shit you not, guys. He can barely see my turret, and he shoots the top portion of my turret, and he pens this shot. That's not over yet. Take a look at this. So I repair my ammo rack. I check if IS-7 is paying attention to me. I back out, and I get hit by E100 on the move while he barely sees my turret. Here you can see penetration mark from IS-7 that hit me in a turret right there. He barely saw my turret. But how do I get hit by a moving E100 in the side of the turret when I was barely visible? That is crazy, guys. That's absolutely crazy. RNG gives it to you. RNG takes it away from you. Unfortunately, that's the reality of this game. And at this point in time, I notice our Chieftain is in a really bad position. He's right in the middle here, exposing himself. And he's moving into wide open field right here while IS-7 has a good position behind the wreck of a tank. He's gonna get taken out in no time. And our other heavy tank on top, there's only 2 of them here, so we're gonna get crowded in this area, and these guys are gonna die because they're 3v2 at this point in time. So let's see what this Chieftain can do. He got himself in a better position here, but unfortunately, right now, the light tank is in the middle of the map. So the light tank is going to be putting shells into him as well. And surely, he's going to get taken out of the game. He's playing it well against the IS-7, but he cannot pen IS-7 from this position as well. It's a bad position. You know, he has to hit the IS-7 while his armor is so sloped that you cannot really pen it at all. And there, he gets taken out by another Chieftain. I don't know how that happened. I guess he must have poked from over the ridge. Anyway, so after, you know, such hard work and hoping that this game was a win, I was just kicking myself, kicking and screaming, almost ready to break my controller because RNG screwed me over so bad. And I was pretty sure we lost here as well because this light tank is gonna keep spawning the E100s, but he makes a mistake and both E100s put shells into him and he gets taken out of the game. What a mistake. If he just stayed alive, poked over, spotted them, artillery would have reset the cap, hit one or the other. And their artillery shoots and misses, and these guys are gonna win the game for us. Just like that, by capping. So RNG screwed me over, took this game away from me, but yet the base cappers prevail. They take this game and we get a victory. I was at least happy about that part, to be honest, guys. Anyway, let's take a look at the end plates and see how we did. So we lost credits because we were shooting some, you know, premium rounds for sure, but we did manage to put up what, 4.3k damage, 4.4k damage with 2.2k assisted. That brings the total to about 6.6 or 6.7k combined. We finished in a second spot behind the Cranvan, who played a really good game. But to be honest, guys, this game would have been so much better if I didn't get taken out and screwed over by RNG. I mean, I had so many shots on these guys. There was still E100 left. There was full IS-7 left. There was also Chieftain left, which I could have put another shell into him. Unfortunately, that was not meant to be. Anyway, let's skip to the second game of the evening now. And second game, we're on Thiepval Ridge. Obviously, we're the top tier in this matchup. There's only one RD in play, which is not that bad. And on this map, especially starting on this spawn, I like to get myself in position G3 or G4. There's that hill over there that is actually accessible, and if you have good gun depression, it's actually an excellent spot to use that gun depression and shoot at the tanks that are coming close to that area, because you know that area there at, what is it, F3 or G3 is a big brawling area. That's where usually all the heavy tanks come in to brawl. So if I can get myself above them, above ground, I could have shots down to pen and harass these guys on the bottom. That was the idea, to get myself there. But all of a sudden I noticed that none of my teammates are coming. So I'm like, okay, screw you guys. If you're not coming, I'm gonna try to figure out whether I can get on a different hill right over here. I was hoping I could actually get up here, so you can see me try and get up there. But yeah, I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. But all of a sudden, there's this tier 8 heavy. There's a Conqueror. I'm like, okay, let's move up then. Let's see what's there. We can spot something maybe. We see this FV4202 shooting him on the move without aiming much, hitting his gun, destroying his gun. RNG, hello. Like I said, RNG gives it to you guys, RNG takes it away. And here it gave it to me, right? Anyway, so we're gonna approach that hill, and this hill works mostly if RD is not in play. If RD is in play, this position is crap because you're gonna get shot on, because you're the first one up there. RD has easy shot on you, so they'll be shooting at you. So yeah, you're gonna have to pick and choose your battles pretty much, right? In this situation, I took my chance. There's only one RD in play, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll take the risk. Anyway, I'm gonna come up here. We'll see if we can shoot this FV. But I don't see a shot over that rock. But we do see Centurion 7-1 over there. Can we put a shell into him? Yes, we can. We hit his fuel tank at the same time. So one more time he gets hit, he gets set on fire. Let's see if we can finish him off here. He pokes out. We put a shell. Unfortunately, we don't get him to burn. And he gets taken out. But as you can see, this position here is pretty nice. Unfortunately, this T-62A sneaks by me. I couldn't get a hit into him. And he gets behind that hill. So I don't have any shots at him. He takes one of our tanks out, the Atomic. And he engaged our Conqueror right over there. He's going to come out into the open. We're going to try to put a shell into him, but yeah, I fluffed that shot. He angled so that his front was pointing towards me and I couldn't hit him. So we just hit his track. But we see this object back behind the building, so we put a shell into him. And it's one of the players from Clan Decoy, so I'm sure he's a pretty good player. But we have to be careful here. We're gonna back out. There's only me and this tier 8 heavy tank remaining in this area. So I gotta be really, really cautious. Artie hasn't been paying attention to me, but at any second now, he could be paying attention to me. So I drop behind that ridge here, and all of a sudden the T-62A shows up. I knew he would come up from somewhere. I thought he was gonna come from behind, from the left side, but he decided to come from here. He's got no gun depression though, so this fight is better for me. And I do have Artie support. It looks like he doesn't, so he's gonna be in trouble in a split second here. I'm glad that Artie is supporting me, but the Artie on my side is actually paying attention to this area. Sometimes you hate Artie, sometimes you love him for what they do. Anyway, we're gonna play it really cautious. There's an M46 button here. He puts a shell into me, unfortunately. We're not fast enough to put a shell into him. But T-62A is drawing near. So we're gonna try to take this guy out of the game. He's just a one-shot to us, but he hides behind that rock. And something puts shell into me. I don't know, that might have been Artie actually. I don't really know what happened there. Anyway, we're gonna have to make a move here. We're gonna push these guys because we're getting flanked from behind. So I gotta really move it here. Luckily, T-62A misses his shot. So we're gonna charge him right now, but he gets taken out by Artie. I get hit by the heavy tank that's on the right-hand side now. But I have a choice. Engage the heavy tank or go after the Patton. I decided to save my friendly. So I'm going after the Patton. And that's what I'm gonna do. The heavy tank puts a shell into me, but we have a direct line of fire on a Patton here. We're gonna put a shell into him. We're gonna put our frontal armor towards him. Our heavy tank takes him out. At the same time, Object 277 spares my life and he takes out the tier 8. I don't know if it was such a good play on his part. He probably should have taken me out of the game, but because he takes out the tier 8, I'm still alive and my big gun is still alive. Now all of a sudden I see the decoy guy flanking from behind here, but I do have friendly that came up to help. So we're gonna put a shell into his drive wheel. Unfortunately we miss and we hit his engine. We're gonna reload here and we should be able to take him out of the game. He gets taken out by our friendly. I think the decoy guy thought I'm here all by myself, but surprise, surprise. So we pretty much clean up this site, we think, although we're not really sure. But I decided to stick around here. I was hoping that this FV will stick around and stay in this area here somewhere with me. So I'm gonna climb up that ridge, see if we can spot something else up here. We're unspotted right now. I don't think I'm gonna get hit by Artie here unless I get blind hit. You never know. But you know, I've been unspotted for a while, so Artie shouldn't hit me. But at the same time I realized that my heavy tank is dropping. He's actually dropping to protect the base, to defend the base. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not staying here by myself. I'm only at 414 health, which is pretty much a one-shot to all the big guns. So I decided to drop right with him. And yeah, we're gonna go and try to defend the base from the other side. I have enough mobility in Chieftain to do this. If I was in you know, something like Super Conqueror, for instance, there's no way I would have been able to get back. Conqueror would be a problem, but Chieftain is still got some mobility, so you can come back and defend, or you know, get yourself out of, you know, stupid situations really when you think about it. Anyway, so we're gonna climb up that ridge. I was hoping to go back to the left side, hop over the ridge there, go closer to our base and start defending, but all of a sudden I get spotted. I'm like, oh crap, and there's a full health Object 705. I don't know what the hell he was doing sitting in the back, but you know, anyway, we're gonna try to climb up the ridge. But I was thinking, you know what, I don't want to get hit here because he's gonna kill me. So I was gonna go behind that rock, but all of a sudden he goes down, so I have a high ground. I get hit from left hand side. There's another tank over there, FV215B, also almost full health. I'm like, oh crap, I'm really in a bad shape. That's trouble here. I'm gonna get taken out, but luckily Object 705 fluffs his shot. I try to hit him there. It looked like reticle showed red, but I guess I hit his spaced armor and I wasn't able to take him out of the game. So we're going to try to do the same thing here. Hit his lower plate. Yes, we do take him out of the game. Now all of a sudden I know that the FV is behind me, so I'm going to try to use this rock behind me in order to protect myself from the FV. And at the same time I'm going to drive off. Our friendlies are paying attention to him, so they take him out of the game and I drive off safely. Now I was just waiting for Artie to hit me and destroy me at this point in time, because I'm stationary pretty much. I'm like, crap, if he hits me here, I'm done. But luckily the Artie shell doesn't come, so we get away with murder pretty much. My goodness, 30 HP left, and we're still alive in this game, alive and kicking. So the next step is to try to get ourselves in a position to provide crossfire into the middle. I know that the Borsig is still in the game, and he was spotted somewhere in the middle of the map, around D5, D6 area, somewhere around there. So what are we gonna do? First of all, we're gonna take it easy. There's no rush at this point in time. I think we have the game under control, as long as I don't throw my tank away. The Borsig was spotted, so what I need to do is get myself on top of this hill again. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And that's the only way to enter this hill, guys, in case you wonder. Right here. And then we're gonna climb up. I'm telling my team that I'm on my way, not to push until I get myself in a position. He's still full health, so we can hit him a few times here, get some more damage. I was thinking we're gonna line up this shot. We have a clean shot over here. We're gonna line it up, but he just moves. Just moves slightly when I pull the trigger. Let's see if we can put this shell into him. Yes, we can. No funny maneuvers this time around. And we should be able to take him out of the game, but he gets taken out by the FV-215B. At this point, only tier 8 medium tank, FV-4202P remaining, and the artillery. So this game should be pretty much a wrap. But yeah, it was quite hectic, but cold blood prevails. We ended up getting a little bit of luck. Getting a little bit of luck from RNG. That bounce on object 705. And yeah, we managed to survive, which is great. So we're gonna try to find the Artie now and take him out of the game. Hopefully put ourselves over 4k damage. That would be nice. I mean, the game is nothing spectacular per se, but it's a really nice game for Chieftain still, with 2k assisted damage. That brings total to over, what is it now, 5.8k combined. It's pretty nice. Nothing spectacular, but a good game. We spot the Artie here, and take a look at this, guys. What the crap? How did that go into his truck? I do not know. That's stupid. I shouldn't have loaded hash rounds. If I had my APCRs loaded, I would have hit him, no problem. But because I hit him with a hash round, it went into his truck miraculously somehow. Anyway, we know where he is now, so we're gonna try to chase him down and take him out of the game. He should be showing up here in a split second. I'm sure he's gonna try to run off right there. So we're gonna aim that shot at him, and we're gonna hit the ground. Because RNG. Go figure. Thanks a lot, game. And you can see my frustration there, shaking my turrets. Like, seriously? 2 clean shots on Artie and I can't hit him. Actually, lately I've been having really crap time trying to hit Artie. I have ghost shells trying to hit Artie. I had multiple ghost shells trying to hit Artie. Shells that are fully aimed that are missing on purpose so that I cannot hit Artie. I wonder if Wargaming implemented something new for artillery when they get an extra happy RNG whenever they need it. Anyway, pretty solid game. We finished with Class 1 Mastery. We got Spartan Medal, we got Confederate Medal, we had 12 penetrating hits, 2 kills, 4.4, almost 4.5k damage, 2.3k assisted, which brings the total to about 6.7k damage. We finished on top of the team with 1576 base XP. We fired 18 shells, we had 14 direct hits and 12 penetrations. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it for today. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit, checking out.